Right. So this is the third chapter of my Dune retelling, and this is the 300, well, the 100 pages, the third chapter of the 100 pages of this term. Last time we left off with Muad'Dib preparing, Paul preparing to handle a worm. And the chapter opens up with him basically conquering the worm, as well as learning that he has to kill Stilgar to become the head of the siege, to be the new leader. Paul, however, says that he won't do it, and Stilgar too believes that he won't. Then we learn of Gurney Halleck again. If we remember, he was a swordplay tutor for Paul when he was in the Atreides family on their home planet, but now he became a rogue black marketeer who sells spice just to survive. He didn't leave the planet and vowed to avenge Duke Atreides and kill the one who thinks is responsible. And he thinks that actually Jessica, the mother of Paul, is responsible because it was a misinformation campaign by the Harkonnens. Gurney Halleck and his troops are stopped by Paul. A lot of their thopters and machines are shot down by the Paul's elite guard that he had now trained for however many years, because he's now a grown man. Gurney Halleck, of course, is glad to see Paul. Same goes for Paul, who immediately accepts Gurney Halleck into the Freeman elite team. And we go to the next chapter. The next chapter is about the grand meeting on which Paul is supposed to kill Stilgar. This is where Paul makes a tremendous statement, saying that he is the Duke of Atreides now, and he'll lead the Freemen to victory. Despite the fact that Freemen are against the government and the government as a whole, because Paul has been with them for a very long time and has been basically their religious icon of the Freemen's uprising. They follow him, and Paul unfortunately brings closer the jihad that he fears, the mindless genocide of all planets in the name of Muad'Dib. Gurney Halleck at the same time is concerned with his revenge. He goes to the room of Jessica and tries to assassinate her, but in time Paul comes in, and they have a dialogue explaining to Gurney Halleck how Jessica wasn't the one who killed the Duke. It was you, the doctor. When this is settled, Gurney Halleck becomes a side character, so he no longer is in the main scope. Jessica cries, Paul cries, Gurney cries. They all get together because it has been about 10 years since last time. Gurney Halleck thought that everyone died, and Paul and Jessica thought that he himself died. So it was a reunion in a sense. We also learned that Paul has a son to Chani, and Alia is still around. So Alia, the daughter of Jessica and the sister of Paul, who got infused with the poison of the Reverend Mother and became prescient. Right. So with that out of the way, we follow to the next chapter where Paul drinks the poison to become all-seeing. So essentially, he tries to fulfill the prophecy of Quasitz Haderach in the Bene Gesserit ideology, where a man is able to see all things that he wouldn't be able to see. So because of this, he learns that now the entirety of basically all the duchies of the Empire are planning an assault, and they are already at the Arrakis. They're in their ships all over the planet, and the Emperor himself is there too, as well as the Baron Harkonnen, of course. Now the final battle basically starts with Paul planning everything. They're planning to attack the giant metal structure which is being constructed to house all the military forces of the the Emperor Padishah, the forces of the Sadakwa from Salus Secundus, that are elite guards that cannot even withstand freemen. They're about 5 platoons worth of Sadaka, and all the duchies. They are making a barrier. However, Paul plans to use an atomic weapon to breach the walls and to let the storm in, which is building up. Coincidentally, the storm is the grand storm of any storms, so it is the biggest storm that the planet has ever seen. This plays for the Freeman, and we switch, and we learn, in fact, that unfortunately Alia has been captured, and the son of Paul, Atreides, Leto Jr., is killed. Numb with pain, Paul finishes the chapter with saying how they will crush the enemies. The next chapter opens up in the walls of the Iron Curtain, where all the troops of the Emperor are, and this is where Emperor and Baron meet face to face. Emperor reveals everything, that Paul is Muad'Dib because they have their spies within the Freeman, that Alia, the daughter of Leto, is alive and is brought to the stage. This is where Alia scares everyone, including the Reverend Mother of the Emperor and Baron himself. And during the beginning of the assault, Alia jumps at Baron Harkonnen, killing him. Emperor is scared, defended by the Sadakwa, and tries to withdraw. However, all of the ship's noses are getting assaulted by the Freeman with a coordinated attack from Paul. They're also riding the worms into the holes of the iron protection, but we also learned that the Emperor is trying to start Plan B, the treachery plan. And this is where the last chapter ends. The chapter that concludes the 300 pages of my retelling of Frank Herbert's Dune.